have Ruth Wilson on the line now, I'm happy to say. Morning, Ruth.
Hello, hello.
Sorry not to have managed to get you a moment ago, but very pleased to be speaking to you now. Now, I gave everyone listening an idea, or at least my idea of the play, The Second Woman, as I understood it. But I have to confess, I was struggling to get my head around the concept. So you explain to us what it involves.
Yes. Okay. So it's one scene taken from a John Cassavetes film called Opening Night. And that same scene is performed 100 times with 100 different men over the course of 24 hours. And they are mainly non-actors. There might be a few actors dropped in. And I would never have rehearsed or met them before. So although there's a scene there that those men have to learn and I have to learn, there's no rehearsals and I would never have met them before. So it's completely sort of spontaneous.
So does it then go in different directions around the script that you will, of course, be very familiar with, but they'll each be doing just once?
Yes, and I think the idea is that it will be however they interpret that scene or how they're feeling. These men wouldn't have stepped on stage before, many of them wouldn't have done. So for them, it's an overwhelming experience, or could be. And it's how they interact with me in that moment and how they interact to certain things in the script. And that will be constantly surprising for me and for everyone in the audience.
How are they chosen if they're not actors?
There's a big process by the Young Vic, which is a sort of auditioning process and workshop process to see if they're sort of suitable and if they're up for it. And that's already happened. So all the men are ready and sort of picked already.
Yeah,
and
rehearsing, at least rehearsing
yeah.
sort of their own lines, not rehearsing with you.
Exactly. And so, I mean, the reason why, I mean, for me, it's like these sort of experiences don't come up that often. So to get the chance to do this and for something, it's interesting to me because I think as an actor, you're always looking for sort of breaking the artifice of performance. You want something to surprise you, or you want to feel sort of spontaneous. And that's when you feel like something feels most truthful. And I think this will for the whole 24 hours will feel like that. It will feel surprising. And there will be, I think, connections with people I don't expect. And some people I really won't get on with. And the audience will be acutely aware of each of those interactions because they're seeing the same scene repeated. So they'll be really acutely aware of the differences of the scenes. And so I think generally it will become a sort of study of human connection or non-connection and interaction.
And an exercise in stamina, 24 hours. How are you going to get through that?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not sure I can really prepare for it. And I think that is the other thing that's going to be interesting. And I'm interested in sort of seeing how I'll cope and survive those 24 hours. Every 2 hours, I get a 15-minute break. But yeah, I'll be up there doing that same scene. So you'll see me at my most raw and probably I'm sort of expecting to be at my most honest in a way, where there won't be an artifice. Any artifice of performance will disappear within 3 hours, probably.
Yes, but and of course that, you know, how tired you are is bound to affect how each scene plays out. And, you know, that comes into so many human relations. You think of, you know, when people are shattered after having children or anything like that. These kinds of, you know, where we are physically as well as emotionally obviously affects our relationships.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, you know, if you think about the people you meet every day, you interact with them differently according to status or how well you know them. So I think this will be similar that every man that comes on, it will be a completely different experience. And for the audience too, it's been performed before. It was performed in Australia a number of years ago. And the creators of the show then said that the audience become very connected to the actress playing the part because you all together are anticipating the next man coming on and wondering how they're going to deal with this scenario. And it is a sort of study of power dynamics because it's a breakup scene and the man is breaking up with me, but it's my domain. It's my, you know, I'm used to being on theatre, on a stage.
I was
So
rather assuming that the audience come and go, but do you mean the experience from elsewhere? Is it that some people stay for the whole 24 hours?
Well, the tickets go on sale today at 12 noon, and there's 2 tickets available. There's a 24-hour ticket, which means you can come and go as you like over the course of 24 hours. So you can go home and go and get dinner or go to sleep for a few hours and come back the next day and see me still performing. Or there's sort of timed entry tickets in the dead hours of night. So there's sort of from 9:30 p.m. to 10 a.m. And yeah, you can come and go as you like. So once you're in, you can stay as long as you like.
Okay. So we could come along before our shifts.
Exactly, you could, yeah.
You could.
But if you can't get a ticket, one thing I must say is if you can't get a ticket today, most tickets will be available on the day. So you can queue up and get a ticket. Right. And that's the best way probably of getting a ticket, to be honest.
Good luck, Ruth. It really sounds like you're going to need it. 19th to the 20th of May. Thank you very much.